All right, so welcome back, everyone. So now we're going to also start how to set up Selenium automation using C# and SpecFlow from beginning to the end, basically. So what are the things, what are the steps that you need to carry, what are the steps that you need to follow? So just follow me on these steps. So I'm also going to be going through the slides and also bringing up Visual Studio to go through these particular steps. Some of the steps I've already done. I will not go back to it again. So one is of course you need to download and install Visual Studio. So for you to do that, you just go to visualstudio.microsoft.com. So you can click on download Visual Studio, and then once you've been able to do that, you go, I propose you use Community 2019. You get that downloaded and you can follow these steps. And I said I've already proposed that okay, you should click on .NET desktop development, and that should be fine. You don't need so you just continue, restart your computer, and that should be it. So and after for the Mac, I don't want to go through this anyway. So if you want to go through, I already have a video on this later. You can actually check that. So after you've done that, installed, then you can integrate your SpecFlow extension with Visual Studio IDE. So for you to do that, you just need to open your Visual Studio, click on extension, and also click on manage extension. So and then you would extend your I've said okay, mission. Some people have issues, so you need to be sure that you click on online, so to be able to do this basically. So once you click on online, you would now search for SpecFlow for Visual Studio 2019. Then you click on download. Once that is downloaded, you will see this particular alert at the bottom of your screen. So make sure you close your Visual Studio, so otherwise it's not going to finish. So you close your Visual Studio. Once you close it, this is already at the background when already working. So once you do that, so you can actually continue from there. So then you can actually click on close, and then once you close, you can reopen your Visual Studio, and that is your SpecFlow extension done for you. Next step also, then you just need to create your first project. Your first project, what you need to do, you click on file, you click on new, you click on project. So that I'm going to do right now. Visual Studio, open my Visual Studio instance. So and there are two ways to do that also. Even I've already pulled this. If your Visual Studio is already opened, like for instance, you can say continue without code, and you can do that, and you can create new projects, or you can as well just create a new project from here. So maybe I will do from here. I say create new project. So then from here you would select. You said right now we are going to, last week we used MS Test. So today we will try MS Test, and we've been able to get that working. So today another popular template is NUnit. So we're going to try NUnit today. So tonight that's what we're going to use. So just say NUnit, then test. So that will bring NUnit test project for you, and we're going to use .NET Core, which is more recent framework right now. So I know other people could also use unit test .NET framework, but because NUnit is .NET Core is recent, is a most recent framework, so we're going to use that right now so that you can actually know how it works. Bear in mind there's other NUnit test framework like VP. No, we are using C#, so you should select the right one. It's very, very important. If you are not careful and select the wrong one, then you get a wrong framework. Also, you could select C# so that the other languages is not selected or displayed for you. So what we are looking for is .NET Core on NUnit test framework. So that's what. Then you click on next, and then you would enter the name of your project that you want to do. Let's say this is now Blue Sky project 2. So and I would want to place it on a different folder. So let's say I want to store on this location. You can see, let's say this is my workspace. So I just want to put it in this location. And let's select this location. Select folder. So that's where I want to put. And then this is my solution name. So I don't want to place my solution and project in the same directory. So I want my project to have a different folder. So that's what I wanted. So I can leave that unchecked. So I can say create for me. So that is going to create a folder for me. So that's my folder created. So if I go into this slide, I've already covered this step now. So also I've covered this step, and I've added my NUnit template, and I've done this step also. I've clicked on next, and I've clicked on create, and that's I'm already at this point. So the next step now is for me to delete my NUnit. What happens is NUnit test is created automatically for you. So, but we are actually going to create a UI test or unit test basically. So, what you're going to do, you should delete this NUnit test. So, and we're going to remove that. So that's that done. So I say a good practice for you to build your tests, make sure everything is fine, you got one build successful and no failure, you are okay. So that's where we are right now. So we've been able to do this, and that is fine. So then the next one is for you to add your Nuget packages. So to add Nuget packages, you just need to go to projects, you go to Nuget package manager and manage package manager. This I'll also need to tell you something. I'll show you different ways to do that, because some people, even if you click on a solution, you should be able to also do this. And also, even without a solution, you can also do this. It's very, very important for you to know what you need to do, because if you don't select your solution on your project, you won't be able to do this particular step. I'm going to show you different steps that you can actually use. The first step that I've already highlighted is when you click, for instance, now when you click on project here, you see manage Nuget package. So for instance, if you come in there, you would see manage Nuget package. So that is one way to do that. So another way also is right clicking here. When you right click and you say manage Nuget packages for solution, so that's for your solution. As well, you can also right click on your project and you see manage Nuget packages. So depending on what you want, you're going to land in at the same form actually. So you're going to land here basically. So but if I actually select my project, I can select what I want. I don't have luxury to select the project again because I've already selected the projects I want to add. But if I select my solution here and I say manage Nuget for solution, so once I select any Nuget that I want to add, I would need to select the project basically. So you need to bear that in mind. If you go on the context of the project, you don't need to select the project again. But if you go on the context of the solution, you would need to select the project, because it's possible that in your solution you can have more than one project and you want to install for one or two or only one. So you would just select the right one that you want to install the Nuget package for. So I've already listed different Nuget packages that you want to install. The first one is SpecFlow, and you also need to install SpecFlow tools and build generators, then NUnit. You need to do that. As well, also you can also try to use SpecFlow MS Test. We've done this one last week. So as well, you can use SpecFlow NUnit, or you can also use SpecFlow. All these are also test runners that you can use. So depending on which one your company fashions, or the one that you want to actually use basically. So I've got a slide that actually differentiates all these particular test runner and what are the differences. So I'm going to go through that later. So then you also have WebDriver, and you have support and everything. So you have the you have the Selenium support also, and also you have the Selenium WebDriver, Chrome driver. So I've already removed the Firefox or IE WebDriver because we are not going to use it right now. I just want to make this a clean one. Basically, what are the clean Nuget package, the minimum one that you need? So these are the 6 that you need to add. So we're going to go through them right now, one after the other. The first one, SpecFlow. So let's go and install the SpecFlow Nuget package. So you would change to browse, ensure you are at the browse. So you would search for SpecFlow. So that is SpecFlow, and you will click on that. Since I'm on the context of the solution, so I need to select my project that I want to install. So I've selected my project that I want to install the Nuget package on. So I click on install. Here you might see this logo. I can see when SpecFlow has finished installing, this logo should change with an arrow icon. So you bear in mind that you have that after you finished. So as you can see now, it's got the arrow icon. That means it's been installed. So if it hasn't got that, then you don't have it installed. Another thing also that you need to also bear in mind, that when you click on it now, you would be able to see uninstall. That means it's already installed. And also, if you go to the installed section, you can see it in there right now. So, and if you are I remove the filter, you can see all what I've got here right now. So by default, because I selected what's it called, NUnit framework, is already added NUnit for me, and also added NUnit test adapter for me. So I don't need to add those ones, which is really okay, cool. So and then, but if you don't select the NUnit test framework, you might need to add it with it right now. So basically, that's another thing. If you don't actually select NUnit test framework, where we have done in the first instance here in there, so you might need to add the NUnit as a Nuget package, yeah, because you also still need to use SpecFlow NUnit. We've installed SpecFlow, and the next one from the list that I've proposed here is SpecFlow tools, MS test generator. That is the next one that we need to install. So you go to the browse, you go to select for SpecFlow tools. So it's because I've done it before, that's why this is showing. It might not show on your own case, so you need to type it fully. So once you type it, and you will see this particular SpecFlow tools MS test generator, and you click on that as we've done before, and click on install, and I can say, as you can see, this is already got a tick, and it's already gone on to this one now. So basically it's been installed, so which is fine. So the next one that we need to do is SpecFlow.NUnit. So we do our SpecFlow.NUnit also. SpecFlow.NUnit. So and that is this one. So we also install that one. So when that finishes, we go to Selenium.WebDriver. That's the next one that we need to do. Selenium. So that this is finished. So we go to Selenium.WebDriver. So let's say Selenium. So that is this one that we want. So I will install that one. So then and accept. So once that has finished, it's going to finish also. So also bear in mind, you need to be looking at the error list, so to be sure that you don't have any errors. So if you have any errors, that shows that you've not actually added everything. So and the next one from here is Selenium support. So and I'll go and add Selenium support also, which is this one. So I need to add. So after that is Selenium WebDriver Chrome driver, as we have seen here Selenium WebDriver Chrome driver. So I'm going to add that one also, Selenium WebDriver Chrome driver. So I'm going to install that. Okay, so I think that those are the Nuget package that we need to install. So if you go into your install folder, just make sure you cross-check everything according to the list that I've got here. SpecFlow is there, SpecFlow tools, SpecFlow NUnit, Selenium WebDriver. Basically, from what you can see right now, 3 SpecFlows and 3 Selenium. So let's try to check on our install folder to be sure that we got that 1, 2, 3. So that's our Selenium. So let me remove the filter. So we are particular about Selenium 1, 2, 3 Selenium. We have SpecFlow 1, 2, 3. That's fine. So what else? And that's everything. So we got everything covered. And also bear in mind, another thing you need to bear in mind is the version. Right now I am installing the latest version for everything basically. So it's possible when you are going to be watching this video, it might not be this particular version that is the latest one. So I just advise, just install the latest version that you have. So also make sure that the version that you are installing is also compatible with the SpecFlow that you are installing. It's very, very important for you to have SpecFlow and aligned with your Selenium. At the same time, also NUnit is also aligned. So otherwise you're going to have conflict in the versioning. So those, and so basically those are the NUnit. So I've put some slide in there on how to do those one. So basically adding SpecFlow, adding adding SpecFlow tools, what you need to do, and adding SpecFlow NUnit. So okay, like I said I'm going to compare the NUnit with other test frameworks basically. So we have NUnit, we have MS test, we have XUnit basically. So as a developer, so you can use this attribute or annotation in NUnit test method or the like that, because we are using SpecFlow, this is not related to us basically. It's basically like related to if you are going to be writing an unit test, you're going to be using this annotation for that. But the one that is related to us, so in your assertion, you will be using assert that if you are using NUnit, and also MS test, you just put your expected exception in there. So for NX unit, you just say assertion for the throw assertions. So there's other assertions that you would need. But for instance, in SpecFlow has got its own setup, which we actually addressed last week in the hook. We're going to look into that right now. So instead of saying setup, tear down, one time setup, one time tear down, it's going to be there anyway, but all these are going to be automatically generated for you by the NUnit test adapter. But SpecFlow is going to have its own basically, so you don't need to use this basically. So that's what you just need to know. But however, there is other assertion that you need to know because you are going to be using them. So the difference in this assertion is for NUnit, you're going to be using is equal to, is not equal to. For MS test, you just say are equal and not equal. For X unit, instead of saying is equal to, you just say equal. So those ones are different ways that you can use the assertions. So you would need to know if, like for instance, right now we are using MS test. When we are writing our assertions, we are going to be saying is equal to, instead of saying are equal for MS test. Or when we're using X unit, that you say equal. So all of them will serve the same purpose, but how you use them is the one that are kind of different basically. So you just need to know how they are going to be used basically. So that's what we'll go to assertion as time progresses actually. So but just bear in mind, as we are going to be using NUnit, so you would be seeing this basically. But if you are going to be using MS test, instead of the NUnit assertion like we'll go here, you'll be using MS test. NUnit is so common, as you can see also, because you have a lot of things that NUnit caters for. But MS test, you don't have, they don't cater for, like range is empty and all those things. So and SUnit is also kind of catching up basically, because I think is new basically, and it also is catching up because it's got some fluent way of writing things. We're also going to be using fluent assertion during the course of this program. So, but not today. So there will be other video that we will do on the assertions. So alright, so on other Nuget packages that we've added, so we have the WebDriver, so we have the support WebDriver, CodeDriver. So and the next one I also propose, repeat your solution, just be sure everything is fine. We're going to do that right now. Rebuild our solution, be sure that everything is fine. Rebuild. So look out for the error and also for the output. So on the output we got one solution, one project is succeeded, so there's no error at all, which is fine. So I think we are good to go. And also on our test explorer, because we don't have any test right now, so that's why you are not seeing anything, which is still okay.